Hi, what is going on? I'm Styler, and in this video we will have a closer look at the 5.5 inch UMI eMAX, a very powerful phone. It comes with the 64-bit MTK6752 octa-core chipset clocked at 1.7 GHz. It has 2 GB RAM, 16 GB ROM, Android 4.4.4, support for 4G LTE, dual SIM, a full HD display, and a pretty big 3780 mAh battery. So this is the backside of the box from the UMI eMAX, and as you can see, we see some of the specifications here, and what you have to notice is the FDD, the LTE saying 800. This is an error, and just be aware of that if you want to order this phone here, that the phone does not support 800 MHz. If you want to see all the accessories included the eMAX, you should also check out my full unboxing video. You can find that on my channel. So here you see the phone, and in this video I will not go in details with all the design aspects. Please go and have a look in my full unboxing video for that. But let us have a look here on the back side. Just we have here the rear camera, the UMI logo, we have the LED flash and the rear speaker. On the front we see here a very round design and a totally black screen. We have here the touch buttons, but these have no kind of backlight. We will find here in the top a notification LED in two colors, green and red. And let's just have a closer look here. So we see SIM 1 here and micro SD, and on this side here we'll see the power button together with the volume rocker, and we also see SIM 2 here. So these trays here are special, so you can actually just press with the finger here and they will pop out like this. So that's pretty nice. You don't have to use any kind of tools to open up the trays. Then you just insert the cards here. And here on the back you also see that we have something that looks like brushed metal, but in fact the backside is just made of normal plastic, but still it looks really nice and the finish is very good. Okay, so let us have a look here at the phone, and here is the stock lock screen. So here you can just unlock. We have here UI in the stock launcher, and let's just scroll a little bit here. You can see it's okay fast. And we have here the MTK6752 octa-core clocked at 1.7 GHz, so of course it's very snappy. And this CPU and the chipset here is also excellent for games, heavy games and heavy multitasking. And the phone also supports double tap to wake, like this, and also off-screen gestures, for example V, to go to the messages. Okay, and let us have a quick look here. So the phone comes with the KitKat. Let's see here, we have here the SIM management, we have support for hot nod. Let's see in display, we have here clear motion and mirror vision. We can have a look inside, for example, the storage. So here we will see we have one big partition here, so this is not split in two. We have here support for micro SD cards and USB on the go. Let's see here in apps. Let's check the RAM consumption. 669 MB is used, and we have 1.2 GB free still. Totally the phone has 2 GB of RAM, so this should be enough. Let's have a look inside the language and input. So the phone is multi-language and will support most languages here. But let me just scroll through these. You can just pause the video if you want. And let's see here in About Phone. So here we can see the build number. We see the Android version, KitKat, model number. And it also supports the OTA, wireless update. Let's have a look inside the camera app. So we see it here, and it supports the picture-in-picture. So you can use the front and the rear camera at the same time. Let's just scroll here. We have multi-angle and panorama and so on. And here we also see it supports HDR. So here is for the front-facing camera and the LED flash. Let's have a look here in the settings. So we see them here, and let's see here. So we have here the megapixels, and we see here 13 megapixels interpolated. Let's try here in full screen. So we can see it goes down to 9.5 megapixels here now as the maximum. And let's try to zoom in here. So you can see the quality seems to be okay. We see a lot of details. And of course, if you want to see high resolution samples, I will provide some below in the video description, so please have a look there. Overall, I think the camera is average. It's not the best I have seen, but also not the worst. It does the job okay. Let's just have a look also on the aperture here. So let's see in details here. So what we see here is f2.4 millimeter. Okay, and let's get back. Let's see another picture. This one here is actually taken in a complete dark room, only with the LED flash. So you can see it is working with the LED flash when you're in a small room. And here's some pictures with the front-facing camera. And here we have a normal picture. Let's zoom in here so you can see very good details. And regarding the vibration in the phone, the vibration here is very short and not that strong. Actually, it's a little bit hard to feel the vibration. It only vibrates a little bit here when you hold it, so this could definitely be better. So overall, I actually think that this is a pretty nice phone. The design is maybe not everyone's taste, but it looks actually good. It's pretty thin, and the phone is pretty light because it's just made of plastic. The screen is very good and sharp. The UI is fast and smooth, so there are not many bad things to say about it. Maybe the camera could be a little bit better, the sound could also be better, but all in all, it does the job good. And for 150 euro, you can't really expect much more than this. So you can also use here the UMI eMAX as a power bank. So you connect the USB on the go cable here, and this one here is included in the box. Let's see, I have here another phone, the Samsung Galaxy S6 Edge, and I connected here the USB cable. And let's now try to connect here and see. We see the phone here wakes, and let's see here. Yeah, we can see it's beginning to charge the phone. So the Galaxy S6 here is being charged with the power from the UMI eMAX here. That's really nice. So if you're on a trip, for example, and your friend's phone is running out of power, just bring some cables and the OTG cable here, and then you can help your friend charge his phone. And that's a really nice feature to have. Let me try to turn off the phone here. So now we can see it doesn't charge anymore. So I guess the phone has to be turned on to charge. Let's try again here. Yeah, so the UMI eMAX has to be turned on. If you want to use it as a power bank, you can't use it as a power bank when it's turned off completely like this. But still, I think this is a pretty nice feature to have. And we see here it's 7.7 millimeters, so it's pretty thin. And then let's also check out the weight. 148 grams, so it's okay. Let us also test out the OGG USB on the go. So we can see it's supported here. Let's check out some pictures. Good. And let's also try out some music. So you can hear the Rearspeaker. So the Rearspeaker is not the best, but in my opinion also not the worst. I have heard a lot worse than this, but the quality could be a little bit better in my opinion. So we are now in the end of this review and I will now list some of the pros and cons. So first to the pros. It has a unibody design and is actually pretty thin and has some very nice SIM slots. It also features a notification LED, something not all phones today have. The display is nice and in full HD, and it is definitely IPS. The battery life is very good on the eMAX and you can get about 2 days with normal usage. And also it has very good GPS performance and the signals are okay strong. And last, the phone is also perfect for heavy games and delivers really good performance. So to the cons are that out of the box it comes with some Chinese apps like Clean Master and a Chinese super user. So the Clean Master app you can just uninstall because it's not really needed, and the Chinese super user app you should just replace with the normal Super SU from the Play Store, and actually it's pretty easy done. The eMAX is also missing LTE band 20, even though it is promised on the box and on many web shops, so just be aware of that if you want to get the phone. The rear LED flash is only average, not too bright, but also not the worst I have seen. The touch buttons are unfortunately without any kind of backlight, and yeah, you can live without it, but it would still have been nice to have light in these. Also, the design of the phone is maybe not everyone's taste, because it is so big and very round, and everything is just made of plastic, no real metal. And finally, the rear speaker is nothing special, as on many China phones the sound is very noisy and metallic. Well guys, that's it for the video. Remember also to check out my blog. You find the link in the video description. If you have any questions, please comment below, give a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more. Thanks for watching. See ya.